Good afternoon, everybody. It's Hitman23, and I was working on all of my purchases from the National. Just started really today catching up on National wrap-up videos. I haven't really watched any since I've been home, and loving what I'm seeing. Is awesome. And man, do I have my work cut out for me. But what I've been doing is I've been reholdering stuff, getting stuff, in different displays or whatever, And I just said, come here and show you some cards, right? Some of these cards you've seen already, some of them you haven't. There are some mail day cards that I had gotten prior to the National, which I've never showed, so I'll show those, and we'll just get right to it. So the stuff that I picked up prior to the National, I got this 2024. This is a Topps. This is one of the tops out of the top. I think these are out of the mega boxes. It's a companion card. I got the Aaron Judge. It is an alternate photograph, a photo variation. So picked that up. I didn't pick it up. I pulled this redemption from the hobby box my son and wife got me for for Father's Day. And it came in the mail right before the National. And I got an eBay 101, the bookend. I got number 50 out of 50. It's the Hyesung Kim Mega Box Auto. I guess this is a gold parallel auto. So that was pretty cool. That came pretty quick. Didn't take too long to get here. So that came in the mail. And then this next card is a whatchamacallit card. Inspired by card. I had seen on Facebook a picture of this card. Mike Gutierrez, his YouTube name is Yankees Jets Fan 71. And he showed this awesome Stanley Cup Heroes card, refractor of Mike Bossy. And I had to pick one up for my collection because it's just fantastic. So that was an inspired by card. Look at that. That is just awesome. Love that. I think it's out of 99, perhaps. Let me look. Yeah, 1999. I think he did these like in 99 and 2000 or 98 and 99. They ran through a couple of different years. I have the Bobby Clark, but this one's just too awesome. So picked that up, and that was it for the pre-National Mail stuff. What else? Let's go through some cards that are going to go into binders. Some of the stuff that I picked up out of the bargain bins, stuff that, or I was going to go into sets, stuff I didn't show before. I picked up this beautiful 1993 Upper Deck. It's the IOS collection, or the IOS. It is a great insert set in the 93 Upper Deck set, which is one of my all-time favorite sets. I love that set so much. But that's Jeff Bagwell, and I think I think he is the photographer who did a lot of stuff for Sports Illustrated. I believe he's done a lot of Sports Illustrated covers. But these are just great. The photography on these are just fantastic. So I picked up the Jeff Bagwell. I picked up this beautiful, I can shave with this. And I got a pretty, you can see it's pretty thick, right? I can shave with this card. It's a beautiful 1970 Earl Weaver. That card is just dynamically beautiful. Look at the color. Awesome looking card. So that goes in the set. Here's a really cool Topps Finest Intimidators of David Cone. It's been peeled. I am a peeler. I peel everything. Like, when you get like a new like appliance or something and there's that plastic coating on it? I hate when people leave that stuff on there. I like peel it off. I peel that stuff off right away. It drives me nuts. So that's a nice one. Really nice and shiny gold. Great looking card. And then how about these Sweet Spot Classics? I got picked up a couple of Yankees. I picked up Fred Stanley. I love this kind of stuff when they kind of do, Yankee players that are more, that are scarcer in terms of you don't really see cards of them. Unless you buy their, their base cards from back in the day. So Fred Stanley, he was a fairly long-term Yankee for many years, and There we go there. And I had to pick up the Pags. There was a Mike Pagliarulo. Loved him as a Yankee. He had a few good seasons with the Yanks back in the 80s. Played third base. So he had to come home to the Yankee PC. And I got this really cool Mike Piazza from Upper Deck. He's in the Team Italy uniform. Like that a lot. So I had to grab that one. In the back of that one has got just a photo of him and the Italian flag. How about this one? Topps rookie picks. Remember this guy? I think he was Rookie of the Year. I believe he was Rookie of the Year back in like 93 or 94. Bob Hamlin. So I got a binder over there behind me of kind of like hobby darlings or like guys that never made it. Like they were like pumped big time back then and they never amounted to much. You know, guys like Todd Van Poppel and Greg Jeffries. Though Greg Jeffries had a fair career. He had a pretty solid career. But man, when his cards came out in 88 and 89, it was like nuts. But he's one of them. Bob Hamlin was kind of like, yeah, he's going to be like the next, insert name. So got that. Big man there. And then I got this cool sliding card. It's got some really great aspects in the photograph. It's got somebody diving, I think, into home plate. It's got dirt kicking up, and it's got the helmet flying off. So this is from Stadium Club. So I had to grab that. Very, very cool card. That's Alfonso Rivas. And then the last binder card that I'm going to show you right now is this Fleer Ultra, 97 Fleer Ultra. It's a checklist of Dante Bichette. So that's cool because he's doing an interview. So he's got a microphone, which hits one PC, and is also the dad of a current Major League player who we all know up in Toronto, of course, Bo Bichette. So it kind of hits two different PCs, family tree and doing an interview. So that's a cool card. Then we're going to step it up to the next level. So cards that are going into Card Savers. I've always liked this guy, and I just started picking his cards up recently. And it's Cordell Stewart. Love that guy. He was awesome to watch. What a cool player he was. So just buying some Cordells, putting them in some Card Savers, and just rocking the house with those. So we got this is a Topps Chrome. This is what, 2000? Very cool. And a Prism, Pacific Prism from 1998 or 99. I can't read it, but these are great. Look at that. Look at the shine on that one. Woo! Nice. I love cards, man. Love cards. Here's a very basic Upper Deck collector's choice. Very cool. And then we have a nice, this is another Pacific player. I don't know. I can't read it. But it's some 90s Pacific card. A very, very cool card. Great photograph, great action. And then the last one I'm going to show you is this beautiful Topps Finest. So, great looking card there as well. Very cool. And then we're going to move on to the top loader. So we're going up levels here. We're going to do levels. Love this set. It is from 1993. It is a Donruss Diamond King, and it is Juan Gone. That is such a beautiful set with the Perez art. I always want to call him George Perez because back in the day, I collected comics, and George Perez was a huge comic book artist. Drew some amazing stuff. Had some classic covers, but I always want to call him George Perez. But it's not George Perez. In fact, I've got a blank right now in my head of what his first name is. Dick Perez. Dick Perez. So, yeah. Juan Gone. How about this? I was gifted a national VIP. I wasn't a VIP. I was a poor. But somebody, he was walking through the lobby one day, and he just said, hey, you want this bag? And I'm not going to use it. It's like, sure. So I was actually able to get the Leaf National VIP Aaron Judge card. Pretty cool. Wasn't expecting that. So that was a little surprise. And the back. So it's cool to something to commemorate the National. So there we go there. And then I think I've shown this one already, but I had to top load this one. This is out of Mosaic. It's a green. It's a Daryl Dawkins old school dude. Chocolate Thunder. You gotta love that. That is so awesome. Beautiful. And here is the Dan Pasqua auto from the 87 Tops, or on the 87 Tops. Very nice, very nice. And then a couple of Edgerrin James. So I collect Edgerrin James as well. He is local here in Collier County. He went to high school in Immokalee, graduated from there. Then he went to the University of Miami. So I pick up Edgerrin James cards when I can find them. So there's a nice edge there. That's from this year's Topps Composite. And then I got this Topps, or I'm sorry, Bowman Chrome. I think this is 2000 or 2001, something like that. He's on the Cardinals in that one. And then here it is, the find of the freaking National. The 2012 Topps Tribute. Jesus Montero in a beautiful, brand new one-touch. I got it, ripped it out of that old, battered, top-sealed thing. And this one looks so much better in that. So much crispy and clean and shiny and, you know, clear. So did a hell of a job making that card look a lot better. So I think that guy, you know, the guy who sold this is probably home like, I can't believe I sold that damn card. But it's got the pinstripe, baby. It's got the pinstripe. Next, the 78. I'm bad with the 78, 79. Dr. J, first team All-Star. My favorite basketball player of all time. Dr. J, very, very nice. Man, his rookie card keeps going up, it seems to me, man. That's going to be a tough one to get. That's going to be a tough one. How about this beautiful 1960 Topps Curt Flood for the Curt Flood run? It looks so good in that holder with my black label there. It just looks so nice. So the 1960 Curt Flood. And then we got the Donnie auto. Again, Topps Tribute from this year. This is a beautiful card. Got that in the old Mag Pro. And it just makes that card look a bazillion times better. How about the Ali Reynolds from 51 Bowman? Got that reholdered, or reholdered. And one of my Slabberunios. Just looks so nice. And then we got the 1983 Redskins Mark Mosley auto. Right there. Looking good. Won the MVP that year. The only kicker ever to do that. So strange. The 1984 Mike Nelms. Picked those two up off of Signatures for Soldiers. That's a hard one to say fast. Signatures for Soldiers. I want to say Signatures for Shoulders. But yeah, look at that. That's nice. Got the old school like warm up on with the hood. And then we got this is out of a Fleer product. It is a on card of Joe Washington. It's the Sports Illustrated cover set. So it'll be nice. Now I can get this back or get this into my display. Gotta redo my display a little bit, freshen it up. Here about a 1950 Joe Treshinsky for the 1950 team set of the Redskins from 1950 Bowman. Those look so nice in there. I'm getting close, boys and girls. Getting close to completing that team set. And then we got, yes, the 1970-71 OPC Bobby Clark rookie. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love that blue, like that. I don't know what color blue that is. Not really, I guess you could say sky blue against the, with the orange from the Flyers uniform. Just looks so good. So there we go there. And then I have to show you this one again because I'm so psyched to have this card. I got it. I had to clean up the slab. The slab was a little not dusty. It was a little, had some fingerprints. I cleaned it up real nice. It was in a really ratty sleeve. So I got a beautiful Superior Fit heavy duty SGA or SGC sleeve on this baby. And it's just so much nicer now. Look at that. Look at that. Slinging Sammy Baugh. So happy you got that card. Finally. And then I think that's it. Everything else I showed you. Nothing else new. This is all the stuff that I kind of, redid, cleaned up, put in new holders, recurated. And that's it, guys. That's it. That's all I'm going to show you today. Got lots of work to do here. Lots of stuff to put away. And want to get another card display so I can show some more cards. Put some more cards out in my room. It's funny. Of all this stuff, I only have 2 card displays. There's the one right here, which you can see. And then there's the one right here, which you can't see. It's my kind of my Yankee one right now. I got a lot of Don Mattingly's in there. But again, I want to try to switch it out, keep it fresh, keep it moving. So when I look up, it's not always the same thing that I'm seeing. And that's it. That is all I've got for you. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. May the cardboard God shine upon each and every one of you. And I will catch you on the next video. Thank you for all the views. Thank you for all the comments. I really do appreciate it. And take care, everybody. Bye-bye.